Okay, so when you come to Egan Chutes, after you park in this lovely little parking area, you should take a walk over to the side and see where the old bridge was. Water levels are way down right now. So you can see up the river towards the highway. See the old bridge supports? Then you can get hiking. So let's do that. Normally you don't see those rocks on the other side. Normally they're underwater. But this area around Bancroft has had so little rain, there's a total fire ban, and couldn't have the fish fry at the cottage yesterday. But we had burgers instead on the barbecue. It was lovely. Thanks, Jean and company. So at this point, you're only a couple minutes in. There's normally a little pond back in here that we can find frogs and stuff at, but as you can see, it is pretty dry right now. So, cool little rock wall in there as well. Typical of this area. But yes, very dry right now. So, let's continue on. The best is yet to come. So quiet. The one thing I have noticed this year is far fewer birds making noise during the day. I'm sure there's a correlation between the heat, the lack of rain. There are some rocks sticking out every once in a while, so you do need to be a little bit careful. I wouldn't recommend walking this in flip-flops, but I'm sure people do. So, and again, all along the trail you can see the river. Never seen it this low in probably the 10 years we've been coming here. This is one of our favorite places to hike when we're up around Bancroft. The trail does get a little congested in here, but trust me, it's well worth it. Hey, bear. Hey, bear. Go on. We have seen deer at this corner. Actually, we scared one in the spring that jumped into the river to go to the other side. So there's the path we've come from. And here's where we're going. This is where you can actually start to hear the river. And yes, it gets quite congested in here, which is why I don't like to be surprised by things. deer, elk, bear, whatever. So that's why I usually make some noise. There are some roots sticking out at this part of the trail. So again, watch your footing. Wow. That's crazy. I've never seen that many rocks out in the middle there. Wow. It's hardly even flowing down the other side. This is going to be very interesting because I've never seen it this low. Actually, my daughter and I had to walk across these logs, which were still submerged underwater when we came in here in the spring, during the spring runoff. So this is the part of the trail that gets a bit of an incline to it, as I'm sure you'll see. So, and it is quite rocky, as you can see. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend flip-flops. I'm sure people do it, but beautiful morning. Nice and crisp. Now, you're probably 40 feet down to the water from here. So there is a good vertical portion to this trail. Kind of narrow at times. Now there is a side trail that goes down. See what I'm talking about, all these rocks? There is a side trail that goes down to the bedrock in the river that you can see going down there. If you're not sure of your hiking skills, I would probably not take that trail, but it is nice to walk along the rocks at the bottom. Once we get down to the lookout down here, you might be able to hear the water in the background. Let's go have a look over here. story. Sometimes you do have obstacles like this rock pile coming in here, but it is super low. I've never seen it this low before. That's all the water that's coming down right now. If you take that side trail, you can end up down on this bedrock, walking down, exploring what's been left in the bedrock. So yeah, this is crazy. This is all the water that's flowing through here. I have never seen it this low. Normally this is raging. Wow. Okay, let's go to the bottom, see what we can see. And we can walk right down to the bottom now because the water is so low. Last time we were here in the spring, you couldn't get closer than this because this was all water. So that should tell you how the water fluctuations can change over time. Now you can climb down here. My kids and I have been hiking together for years. So the water comes in down here, very low. I've taken a number of pictures of my kids on that rock right there. Can't do it now though. The wonderful orange rock, all the iron rusting out. But let's see if we can get down here. I think this is one of the coolest rock formations. Just the bending and the twisting in the rock. Just amazing. You don't find very many good rocks around here, but there's definitely some very interesting formations. Let's make this a little wider so you can see more of what's going on here, while I try and hop, skip, and jump from one to the other. And we'll see there is a pond at the end that flows back out. There's still water in the pond, but the pond is going to be very, very, very low. Oh, what is this? What is this little firecracker? Look at that. Very cool. I don't know what that is. Comment below if you know what that is. Oh, there's a whole bunch of them over here. Wow. Wow. That's for you, Mitchell. Wow. So here's the little beach down here. Got a bit of sand. Then it opens up into this pond. And then the pond flows out over there. So okay, well, let's head back up. We'll hike back. See if there's anything I didn't mention on the way in that I can mention on the way out. Very good little trail. When the water is really running, it's quite spectacular to see everything that goes on. We really enjoy it. And I hope you can get here to experience it yourself too. Oh, that looks cool. Sun just coming through in the morning. I don't know if this microphone's working or not, but we'll see. First test. I can't believe how low the water is. Very rocky. Like the waves in the rock and how it bent and formed. It's just crazy. I love, well, you'll probably learn this as time goes by, but I'm a sucker for a good rock. So again, we're all the way down at the bottom of Egan Chutes. Very low water right now. Great ridge lines though. Really nice. Really enjoy it down here. My best idea, don't climb in these rocks. Climb on this one. And just go up and out. That's what we're gonna do. Okay. I kind of wish, and we did have rain quite a bit yesterday. Well, not quite a bit. Frequent showers yesterday. But I can't get over how low the water is. We'll have to do this again when the water's really rushing and show you the difference. Okay, get back on the trail, get back to the cottage. Okay, we're going up. Moving on up. Okay. Heading back out. Again, there's the side trail that goes down to the bedrock, which you can see through the trees there. You can walk all along there. I don't have time to do that this morning, but we certainly have done that. Beautiful morning. Just can't get over how low the water is. Oh, good morning. Mr. Blue Jay is up and awake, making sure everybody else is too. And after that short walk, we're back to the flatness. Back to the water just running along. Huh. Okay, carrying on. Cute little flowers in the morning. Beautiful. Let's see if we can find some more different flowers on the way back. Like I said, this is kind of steppy in here. So not much to look at as far as the chutes go today, but very interesting. Good comparison to when the water is coming a lot faster. I have some lovely goldenrod. I believe that's what that is. My daughters would know much better than I. Oh, there's a bird. Are you trying to lead me away from your nest? Oh, more of the white flowers, more goldenrod. Mr. Red Squirrel chattering at me in the forest. Yes, I think you are trying to lead me away. I think I'm around somebody's nest. She's trying to lead me away. So I will just keep on walking. Hundreds of raspberry bushes all along here. This is awesome. Just a lovely morning walk. And I'm not even high yet. So, sorry, Mom. Then you have some of these little side trails that probably partially game trails, probably partial people fishing. You can really see the line on the other side of how low the water is right now. It's got to be 3 feet, 2 feet, 2.5. So oh, there's some, I believe, old turkey tails. I believe, but Mitchell would know better. Okay, keep on walking. I actually believe that one of these rock formations along this trail has been mentioned by Mick from Dark Star Mines, and it's an occurrence. Now, I'm just a hobbyist rock guy, so I don't know the difference between a formation and an occurrence and a outcropping or whatever. But apparently, there are things to be found in the rock world here. Couldn't tell you what they are, but if you do some searching on the old Google, I'm sure you'll find it. And there's the dried up pond that you can see back in here. All dried up. Beautiful, beautiful morning. Nobody out here. Just me. Haven't seen anything but these white flowers. Normally there's a whole bunch of things going on around here, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't see a lot of other flowers going on. But it has been pretty dry, so see if we can see any turtles in the water. That's how, wow. Don't see any turtles there. Last time we saw a giant snapping turtle up ahead. I have to look for him again. Maybe he calls that log home. I don't know. Makes you feel bad for what we've done to the planet for the wildlife. It's got nothing to do with them, how we've screwed up this planet. But we won't discuss that here. Wow, the last time we were here, there was a big snapping turtle sitting on top of that log. Now that log is probably 2 feet out of the water. Wow. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. And we're almost back to the car already. So, not a super long hike, but it is a good one. If you need to burn a couple of hours with your kids and they're walking age, oh. Ooh, who is this sexy beast? Is that the rumored Kenneth? Oh my goodness. Look at that. He's here. Wow. He's here. Anyways, that's it for today. Egan Chutes. Oh, somebody just clicked their horn on the other side. There is another entrance on the other side, which we will do another time. This is one of our favorite places to stop. This is on Highway 28, coming out of Bancroft and going down that way into MacArthur Mills. This is Noreen's Fruitful Farm, and she has a wonderful stand that's open. There we see, ooh, look at that. Ooh, sexy. Anyhow, they have some wonderful stuff here. And everything is on a little fridge with some pickled eggs, some other stuff. Not much here right now, unfortunately. But there's always good stuff in here. Jams and jellies. And in the fridge, got some pies, some breads. Very good stuff. Double chocolate zucchini muffins. Ooh, wow. I might have to try those today. What do we feel like? It's got a bunch of everything. Oh, they have the carrot cake. That carrot cake is out of this world. That's coming with me. Okay, so carrot cake's going there. Your money goes in here. So I got 12, and I need, raspberry jam, apple butter. Let's go with the strawberry jam, is it? Whee! Okay. 12, 7, 20 bucks in the jar. And again, thank you, Noreen. This stuff is wonderful. We're going to take that and the jam, and we're going to go. Whee! Very nice. Anyways, I have my carrot cake. Now I'm happy. That's going to come home with me, and tomorrow when I'm back in civilization, we will put that on the floor in there along with my jam, and that is a wrap. See ya.